This is a national emergency for the American truck driver and the American government. Listen up. We are done being polite. We are done being patient. We are done watching politicians and pencil pushing decimate an industry they know nothing about. If you haul freight in this country, this is your moment. You want truth? Here it is, raw and unfiltered. Washington has been chipping away at trucking for years. Regulation after regulation, mandate after mandate, paperwork written by people who can't even back up a minivan, much less a 53-foot trailer. We keep our heads down. We keep rolling. We keep America alive. But now they want to replace us. You heard what the president said. The Americans don't have the talent that we need to bring in workers from outside of our borders to do the jobs we've done for generations. And I don't know about you drivers, but that doesn't sit right with me. Not after everything we've been through. Not after everything we carry on our backs every damn day. Truckers, you kept this nation alive. You drove through a pandemic when the roads were empty and the country was terrified. You delivered food to the empty shelves. You rolling through riots, storms, shutdowns, and regulation after regulation that would break the average man. And now you're being told America needs a new talent, that you aren't enough, that you are going to be replaced. We sleep in truck stops while the world was locked inside their homes. And we never stopped, did we? So don't tell me America lacks talent. Don't tell me that truckers aren't capable. Don't tell me the solution is the importance of a workforce while your workforce, America's workforce, is out here breaking our backs for scraps. You say you want to make America great again. They start by respecting the people who make America function. Start by respecting the men and women with calloused hands, sleepless nights, and a lifetime of sacrifice behind the wheel. So don't take this lying down. Don't shut it off. Don't say, oh, well, that's politics, because this is your livelihood, drivers, your future, your family. Truckers, don't let anybody, not a president, not a politician, not a CEO, tell you you're replaceable. Stand up, speak out, push back, because if you don't fight for trucking, no one else will. They wave the doors wide open, fast track people with no stake in this country, lowered standards, cut corners, then dump thousands of unprepared drivers onto America highways. All so mega carriers could save a little bit of money and politics could brag about labor solutions. This isn't immigration. This is labor dumping. This is wage sabotage. This is American workers being replaced by cheap bodies. And they think we're not going to notice? They didn't recruit talent. They imported desperation, and they expect you to quietly step aside. No more, drivers, no more. Let me remind you what's happened. In Florida, a recent crashed unalived 3 people after a non-domicile made an illegal U-turn with a tractor trailer. That wreck was one of several fatal crashes involving non-domicile CDL holders. The FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, counted at least 5 in a single year. The new restrictions, they didn't just happen because men and women got hurt. So when politicians tell you these are talented workers filling a gap, what kind of talent is that if it ends in tragedy? They fast-track CDLs for people with temporary or non-permanent status. They gutted the scrutiny. They ignored safety for the sake of numbers. And now, too often, they gamble in ending wrecks, in fatalities, in broken families. This is not recruiting. This is labor dumping, you guys. This is reckless endangerment. They load us with mandates, hours of service, ELD, fine print. But when the unqualified or improperly vetted drivers on the same road, they rewrite the laws after the bodies are counted. This isn't regulation, it's a trap. Here's where we draw the line. Stop issuing non-domicile CDLs without rigorous checks. No more shortcuts. Full broker transparency. No shell games. No middleman secrets. Real enforcement, not a wink on a road while profits are made. Safety over cheap labor, because lives are more valuable than costs. A seat at the table where politics are made by people who live trucking, not by the people who just broker it. If you're driving tonight or fueling up or just sitting in a cab thinking about what's happening, you are not alone. You are not replaceable, and you are not powerless. We need to speak up. We need to organize. We need to demand change, real change, because if we don't, they will treat us like we don't matter. They will treat us and our lives like a cost center. They will treat our industry like a temporary gig. But here's the truth. They don't want to hear. Without American truckers, this country stops. Without our voices, they'll never fix what they broke. And without our fight, nothing changes. We are not a political talking point. We are not faceless labor. We are truckers, the last cowboys of the asphalt, and we refuse to be sidelined while Washington and big business gamble with our lives. Because here's the truth, and we know it. When an American trucker stops, everything stops. Factories go silent, grocery shelves are empty, fuel stations dry up, hospitals run out of supplies, and the economy collapses within days. We provide this during the pandemic. We provide it in every crisis. We prove it every single day. But somehow the people in charge forgets about us every day while we keep this nation alive. Well, here's your reminder. We demand an end to non-domicile CDL loopholes, real broker transparency, not watered down nonsense, protection from labor dumping, fair pay for all on-duty time, regulation based on reality, not theory, a voice at the table where decisions are made, respect from the people who literally carry the U.S. economy. This is not a request, this is not a suggestion, this is a declaration. If you're listening right now, if you're rolling down I-40 or parked at a truck stop under a buzzing light, you are not powerless, you are not forgotten, you are not replaceable, but if we stay silent, they will replace us. So stand up, speak loud, push back, unite! Because the future of trucking isn't written by Washington, it's written by us, by the people behind the wheel, by the people hauling the freight, by the men and the women who actually make the country move. Let's go, America truck driver. Let's go. By the way, this wasn't by me. I was just honored and asked to speak this. You know who you are, who you wrote it. This person's going to stay silent for now. But this was from another driver. This is how we unite. We roll ideas off each other. Keep the shine.